Hi everyone, I'm Catherine. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Catherine's Plates, where I like to cook for you and do grocery hauls. Today I am making little pockets of rich, creamy deliciousness, but it's going to be so simple, easy, and delicious. I'm going to be using my favorite sausage gravy recipe, and I'm going to be stuffing that inside biscuits. And if you're ready to see how that happens, stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification so you'll always know when my shows are posted. If you're a subscriber, I'd like to welcome you back today. Alright y'all, let's see how this one happens. Okay, so I'm going to go over everything we're going to need to make our sausage gravy stuffed biscuits. We have breakfast sausage. I'm using a country style here. It's got really good flavor. Seasonings of salt, pepper, sage. I've got 1/3 cup of flour and between 1 to 2 cups of milk, and I'll explain that here in just a little bit. And then I've got 1 package of refrigerated biscuit dough, and I've got about an 8 count here, and that will serve us well. All right, y'all, so let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our pan nice and hot, and we're gonna open up our sausage. All right, y'all. You know those breakfast sausages, they smell so delicious. They're already nice and seasoned. All right. It smells so good. All right, so I'm going to put it right into my pan. There we go. So I got my 1 pound of breakfast sausage in the pan here. Now I'm just using a cast iron skillet. You can use a regular skillet, just a non-stick skillet, all right? And just break apart your sausage. We're going to cook it until it is completely browned, all right? No longer pink anywhere. I'm using my little chopper here. I love this little tool in the kitchen. It's one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. It's a meat chopper, and you use it on ground meats like sausage, ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork, like that. And then really you're just pushing on the meat. You just push down and twist. It breaks it all up. I'll never go back to a wooden spoon again. Alright, look at that. Sausage is all nice and cooked. And now that my meat has all been chopped up and ground up, I'm using back to a wooden spoon here. Alright, at this point we're going to go ahead and take our 1/3 cup of flour and sprinkle it across our sausage here. Then we're going to mix this all up and cook it down for 1 minute. And what that does is it helps cook out that raw flour taste. Alright? That's very important that you do that. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and add 1 cup of milk. We're going to start with that. I got about 2 cups in here, so I'm going to save it off to the side. We're going to continue mixing this up. You want your gravy to be real thick. Thicker than you would use if you were just pouring it over biscuits, alright? Because we're going to be putting this inside our biscuit dough, and we don't want it runny. Oh, it's looking really good. Alright, I'm going to add about 1/4 cup more of milk. See where we're at with that. I'm going to put this down on low. We're going to let that simmer for just a few minutes while I add some seasonings to this. We've got some pepper, black pepper. Black pepper tastes so good in this. Alright, we're definitely going to add some salt. It'll combat that milk. And then I have some rubbed sage here that I'm going to add. And it looks like that right there. I'll sprinkle that in. Give this a mix. Okay, this is looking really good. I'm going to get a spoon. As soon as I get all this mixed up, we're going to try it and make sure that it's seasoned and flavored the way we want it. Perfect. All right, now the trick is to turn off your burner. Let this sit until you start getting your biscuits ready, all right? My sausage is kind of cooling down a little bit and thickening up some more. I've got my oven preheating now at 350 degrees, and I've lined a baking sheet here with some parchment paper, and now we're gonna start working with our biscuit dough. Okay, the fun part, opening up the biscuits. It stems from my childhood. Before they had to put the spoon there, you know, it would just pop open. All right. Okay, so just gonna hit it on the edge here. There we go. Plop out my biscuits. All right, so what you want to do is take one of your biscuit doughs here. You're gonna break it in half, like that. Boop, like that. All right, we're gonna lay it on our table here. Now I'm using about a 2 tablespoons here. Put some of my mixture into it. All right, like that. I'm gonna stretch out the bottom one just a little bit, not too much, just like that. I'm gonna put my 2 tablespoons of mixture right in the center. Do you know where I'm going with this? All right, I got my top layer here. I'm gonna stretch it out just a little bit to fit that one. I'm going to pinch the edges all the way around. Pinch it good. You want to kind of pull it underneath of itself, because you don't want these to break open in your oven. Nope, we don't. All right, I'm going to lay this on my sheet pan that I have right here, and then I'm going to continue on with the rest. All right, so I've got all of my biscuits ready to go. Now I've got 1 egg and just a little bit of water into a small bowl here, and I'm just going to break it up, whisk it up, because we're going to put this on top of the biscuits. Make them nice and pretty. I'm going to take my little pastry brush here and just gloss over them. All right, y'all, these are ready to go into my preheated oven at 350 degrees. I plan on putting them in there between 12 and 15 minutes. You want to keep an eye on these because they are biscuits. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so while my biscuits are almost done, I'm going to take the rest of that gravy that I had, since I only used 8 biscuits. Now you can use 16 biscuits and that'll finish off your gravy mix here. But I'm going to go ahead now and add just a little bit of milk, probably like half a cup of milk. That way we can have some extra gravy for those biscuits if people want them. So if you wanted to know what to do with that rest of that gravy mix, here you go. And then just kind of stir it up, heat it through a little bit, and then you're good to go. That's the bomb. All right, I just pulled these out of the oven. Look how beautiful those turned out. I'm going to flip one over. Look at that. Perfect on the back. These were 14 minutes in the oven, and that's how they turned out. I'm going to plate these up and then show you the insides and try them for you. All right, y'all. I got my plate ready with my sausage gravy stuffed biscuits. I put some eggs on my plate because that's how I roll with breakfast. And I got some extra sausage gravy. Here are my little golden pockets of rich, creamy deliciousness that I talked about earlier. I'm going to try one for you. All right. Little handheld, fun way to eat sausage gravy and biscuits. All right. Y'all, let's bring my husband in, because he is the king of sausage gravy and biscuits. Let's see what he thinks of sausage gravy stuffed inside of a biscuit. There you go. He's been smelling it all morning.
Oh man, I good.
Is that good?
Oh.
Make sure y'all use some good flavored breakfast sausage. All right, I think he's trying to get that gravy. He wants a spoon. He's like, where's the spoon?
That's really good.
All right, I think this plate is gone.
Sure.
All right, there it went. All right, so in his place, I've got 2 videos right here for you to watch. If you'd like to see some more of my videos, make sure you subscribe down below and hit that bell notification so you'll always know when my shows are posted. I do cooking shows and grocery hauls. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for coming. All right, y'all, comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next episode.